I can't believe I'm here. Like, wow. Last year, Stuart told me that this event was going on, and I said, Stuart, can I come? And he said, no, you're a distributor. So when he invited me here today, I was like, really? Yay! So I'm really excited to be here. My name is Onyx Coale. I'm a 56-year-old single woman from South Florida. I came kicking and screaming into this channel of network marketing. The very first company that I did was a juice company called Monavie. Perhaps some of you have heard of it. When I was with Monavie, I was able to earn millions and millions of dollars, which was fun. But I was also able to help many, 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 many people in my organization earn millions and millions of dollars. And when that was complete, I actually sold my organization and retired in November of 2012. I was not expecting to come back into this space. But what happened is a girlfriend of mine introduced me to a hero product and a company I had never heard of. The company was a 16-year-old company at that point called Lifewave. And the hero product was called X39. What I found out was that this amazing company and product was owned by a man named David Schmidt. David Schmidt is a really amazing man. He's the founder, he's the owner, he's the CEO, but he's also an inventor. And he had invented this amazing little patch that's called X39. It's quite unimpressive, this patch, but when you hear a little bit more about it, you might be more impressed. So what happened is, at 16 years, I learned that this company was legally open in 75 countries. And the number one market for Lifewave 3 years ago when I joined was Japan. The United States was actually the number 2 market. As of 10 months ago, the United States is now the number 1 market for Lifewave. Japan is now number 2. So I was asked to come here today to talk a little bit about hero products and successful duplicating sales systems. So that's what we're going to be speaking about. So let's talk a little bit. I think I pushed the green button. Yes, it changed. Let's talk a little bit about what the characteristics are of hero products. Hero products, I find, are easy to sample. They sell into a large market. They have a unique story or application. And in today's world, I think they probably need to be patented. These are things that separate your company, your product, from other products in the market. And there are many, many, many great products in the market. But if you don't have something that is different, I think it's very hard to create a network marketing company that moves into a huge success. So let's talk a little bit more about Lifewave. Lifewave today is now a 19-year-old company. It took David 10 years of research and development and $4.5 million to bring that hero product we call the X39 to market. David actually has more than 120 patents and more than 80 scientific studies. So this unimpressive little patch, this is what the packaging looks like, and this unimpressive little patch is patented, and it's a frequency patch. And what it does is it elevates your GHK copper peptide, which is a peptide that declines in your body as you age. And I'm sure some of you are rolling your eyes going, yeah, what's the big deal? Well, what happens when people put this patch on is their bodies find that they might sleep better, or they might have quicker wound recovery, or their hair grows, or their collagen levels comes back because you're activating your body's own stem cells. So with a hero product, you can then create a specific system around it. So one of the things that I've learned in this industry is that systems duplicate, but personalities do not. So what did I actually do? I recognized David had launched this product in January of 2019, and I saw this product for the first time in July of 2019, and I recognized that could become a hero product. Then went about to create clarity and a system that was focused specifically on this hero product, a system that actually duplicates, because I don't believe that personalities duplicate, systems do. Today, that hero product, which is a little over 3 years old, makes up more than 80% of corporate's total sales of a 19-year-old company. My organization is more than the majority of the United States market, and there's no stopping it. It just keeps growing. So for the last 20 years, every single direct selling company in the US market that has reached 10 million a month in revenue has been focused on a single hero product, service, or ingredient. And while the companies may offer many products, the core focus is on one thing. So I want you all to challenge you to think about your own companies. Do you actually have a hero product right now? Or do you believe that the products don't really matter? They matter. They're extremely important. I hope by the end of this, you're going to get how important it is for you to either have, develop, or create a hero product so that you can skyrocket your companies into momentum. So in conventional businesses, we're taught it's about what you know. But I teach my team all the time that success in network marketing, it's not about what you know, it's about what you can duplicate. So let's talk specifically about what is the system that's been created, that's taken a company that did $20 million annually for the first 16 years, and in 3 years, we're up to $320 million annually in 3 years. So what is this system? It's very simple. I have a website that is a general website specific to the product. It talks about the science. It features our amazing owner and inventor and CEO, David Schmidt. It talks about GHK copper peptide. It talks about how you wear the product. What it doesn't do is talk about the fact that this is a network marketing opportunity. What it doesn't do is talk about all the trips you can earn or all the money that you can make building a network marketing opportunity. It does not look like a network marketing site. The other thing in this system is that I don't actually take any data from this site. So what does that mean? It means that everyone in my organization can share a link about this product, and their people will have to come back to them in order to order the product. So in fact, what's happening now is everyone in the whole company is using my site, not just my organization. Beyond that, I've developed a site that's for training. It's the 9 steps to success on what you need to do in order to become successful in network marketing. I personally believe that network marketing businesses become successful not because of the personalities you bring into the companies, but because you have a duplicatable system that helps Sally Sue become a success. So who is Sally Sue? Sally Sue is that brand new person to network marketing, that person who's maybe never had any success with network marketing or never even done network marketing. So this team system site that I have, 9 steps to success, it's to help Sally Sue navigate her way through network marketing. What does she need to do in order to be successful? It teaches her the comp plan. It teaches her how to get paid. It also teaches her how to share the product, etc. Then what our team does is we put on 4 opportunity Zooms a week. One of them is done in Spanish, and then I do 1 training call every Saturday. Now, this is something huge that came out of the pandemic. Before the pandemic, in the old days, when I used to build, I got on an airplane and I flew all around the world and hired hotels and spoke to people, and I'm teaching Sally Sue not just how to share her product, but I'm also teaching Sally Sue how to bring her contacts, her friends and family members, to a hotel. Difficult to do. Why? Because her friends and contacts have jobs, they have kids, they've got to hire babysitters. Well, what did the pandemic do for our industry? It made doing Zooms a normal way to do business. So our organization, we actually do 4 Zooms a week, one of them in Spanish. I have on these Zooms between 500 and 800 people a night are getting on these Zooms. I want you to think about it. Sally Sue now just has to ask her friends to jump on. They don't even have to get dressed. They can be in their pajamas. They don't have to, hire a babysitter. So 2 nights ago, Monday night, I had 800 people on Monday night on our Opportunity Zoom meeting. So this is huge. If you all are not taking advantage of this, you're missing us. Eric Worre said, great systems eliminate stress for new distributors. Most new distributors want their sponsor to tell them exactly what to do. When new distributors are taught and believe they can follow a system, they'll take more action. Now, I think we all want our people to take more action. But one of the things I learned when I built my Monavie organization is that it grew massive, and I had 15 and 16 generations deep. And remember, I had never done network marketing before. So I was learning as I go, and I was doing what I was taught. I teach the people that I sponsor, they teach the people that they sponsor, they teach the people that they sponsor. You know what I figured out? At generation 15 and 16, the people that were coming into my organization were no longer learning what I was teaching my people on how to build business. They were learning basically the telephone game of whatever their sponsor had heard when they were playing the telephone game. So today, in my Lifewave business, I have the system teach the people that I sponsor. So my organization in 3 years is already 15, 16 generations deep, and I'm not teaching the people I'm sponsoring. I'm having my system teach the people that I sponsor, and guess what they're doing? The system teaches their people, and their people, and their people. So the organization is no longer playing the telephone game. Everybody's learning the exact same system because the system is teaching people how to build business. This is huge. Develop a system around contacting as opposed to closing. So again, I encourage you all to think about the Sally Sues of the world, because personalities do not duplicate, but systems do. So when you develop your systems, is your system talking about how many people they need to close in a day, or how many people they need to close in a week or a month? Instead, I would encourage you to create a system around contacting. How many people do you want them to contact in a day, or in a week, or in a month? Because if it's around closing, Sally Sue in the beginning is probably not going to be very successful. But if you help Sally Sue to be a success because you build a system around contacting, you're going to watch her success rate over time is going to grow, which means she's going to begin to multiply, the business is going to begin to multiply, and I believe that if we change Sally Sue's lives, we change the world, one person at a time. So, with your own companies, I encourage you to go back and look, do you actually have a hero product? Then what I'd like you to do is actually look and see where the sales are being driven in your own company. And look, really look, is it being driven because of a personality, or is it being driven because I have a duplicatable sales system that's working? If you have a duplicatable sales system that's working, then as corporate, I would encourage you to align with your field. So often I see an amateur corporate mistake. Instead of aligning with the field, they go against the field. Don't go against them, work with them. If you've got a system that's working, then figure out what you can do to help amplify that system. If you are in a company that doesn't currently have a sales system that is duplicating, then what I would encourage you to do is to fly in, get together a few of your leaders, discuss, work together to develop a duplicatable sales system. A hero product matched with a duplicatable sales system is what drives your sales, and which is what drives your companies into momentum. So, what is it that creates a successful network marketing business? I think one of the key components is a hero product, and we've talked a little bit about some of the characteristics of those products. So often I hear CEOs tell me the products don't matter. They matter. Historically, you all have left these systems for your distributors to develop. I'm encouraging you all to align with your distributors in order to develop these successful sales systems. Simple, focused sales systems are integral to your business. And I'll give you another clue. Most of the sales systems today that are working have been developed for 40, 50, and 60-year-olds. There's a whole nother group that wants to join this industry. They're the Gen Zs and they're the influencers. if you're in a company that currently has a hero product and you've got a successful functioning sales system, one of the things that I would do if I were you is I would then develop a system that is specific to encourage the Gen Zs and the influencers to go in. Now, don't make a novice mistake and develop that in a closet by yourself. Bring your sales force in and work together to develop this system that aligns. Imagine the power of your company if you have a hero product that is working, you have a focused, successful sales system, and you've created a successful sales system that encourages the Gen Zs and the influencers into your company. Get out of the way. Celebrating distributors as your sales engine. We didn't talk about this at all today, and this is so important. This is one of the most important jobs you do as corporate. Your sales team is your distributors. They are responsible for the sales in your organization. And so often a novice mistake that corporations make is they believe that your entry-level leaders, your diamonds and your blue diamonds, are staying because of the money. And they're making good money. They're making $1,000 or $2,000 a week. This is life-changing money for most people. But the truth is, your sales force is saying because they feel valued by you as a corporation. They feel celebrated by you as a corporation, that they have a community to be a part of, and the money. I'm going to tell you the truth if you don't know this. In this industry, your entry-level leaders, your diamonds and your blue diamonds, they're being approached 2 and 3 times a week by friends of theirs from other companies trying to say, come to our company because it's better. So if you're doing things like those free trips, which are fantastic for celebrating your sales force, don't make novice mistakes. Novice mistakes I see is lessening the number of rooms that are available. Absolute mistake. Or changing the rules before you're actually going on a trip. At Monavia, I will tell you, the CEO was brilliant. And he was brilliant in that he always booked not just enough rooms for his leaders on these free trips, he booked enough rooms for their families. And here's why it's brilliant. We would go on these free trips, and I would pay for my children to come. And my entry-level leaders would also pay for my children to come, their children to come. Our children grew up together. So what happens? I've created a deep sense of community within this company, and I don't want to go to another company because I love where I am, because I'm celebrated, I'm valued, I've got a deep sense of community that's not just from me and the people that I'm working with, but my children are now connected. I hope I've added great value for everybody today. I'm honored to have been invited to be here. Thank you so much, Stuart. And I appreciate every single one of you. I want you all to know that every single one of you, I want you to become a hero company, because the United States of America is going into a recession. And I have seen firsthand what happens when you have $1 billion company in this channel. You pay out $500 and $600 million to regular people like you and me. Imagine if we had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hero companies that were the envy of the industry. Then us regular people, us Americans, we don't have to actually participate in that recession. So I want to see all of your companies thrive, really, really thrive. Thank you.